There's something deeply unsettling about how people fall in love, or rather how they fall apart, and not because they don't care. That's not the problem. In fact, sometimes the deepest pain in relationships comes not from hatred, not from indifference, but from people who care too much in the wrong ways. I want to talk about something that happens to thousands of people quietly, invisibly, behind closed doors. It happens between two types of people, the anxious and the avoidant. And it happens slowly, like erosion. At first, there's excitement, chemistry, that electric feeling of being seen, but under the surface, a storm is forming. Let's take a couple, Emily and Jack. Emily is anxious. She's bright, emotionally intense, empathetic, but she worries constantly. When Jack doesn't respond to her text for a few hours, she spirals. She rereads messages. She wonders if she said too much. She panics because underneath all that love is fear. Not fear of Jack, but fear of being left, of being abandoned, of not being enough. Jack is avoidant. He's calm, logical, quiet. He likes control. When things get intense, he shuts down. When Emily sends long texts about her feelings, he feels smothered. He doesn't want to hurt her, but he also doesn't know how to give her what she needs. He tells himself, she's too emotional, and pulls back to find space. But what he's really doing is protecting himself. See, Emily's need for closeness triggers Jack's need for distance. Jack's distance triggers Emily's panic. And so the cycle begins. She chases. He withdraws. She cries. He grows cold. She begs to talk. He leaves the room. It's not that they don't love each other. It's that their nervous systems are wired to respond in opposite ways. One reaches, the other runs. And at first it's subtle. Jack says he needs a night alone. Emily says, that's okay, but she stays up late crying. Jack doesn't notice. He thinks she's fine, but she's already wondering if he cares. She overfunctions. She sends sweet messages. She overcompensates because deep down she believes if she doesn't try harder, he'll leave. Jack sees the texts. He feels guilty, but also annoyed. He tells himself, she's too much. And so he pulls further back. What neither of them realizes is that they're reenacting childhood scripts. Emily's parents were inconsistent, sometimes loving, sometimes distracted, sometimes angry. She learned to stay alert, to earn love, to over-explain, to fix things fast. That's how she survived. Jack's parents were distant, emotionally unavailable, maybe controlling, maybe chaotic. He learned that emotions are dangerous, that love means losing control. So he built walls because that was safer. So now two scared kids inside adult bodies are trying to love each other. But they're speaking different emotional languages, and they don't even know it. And here's where it gets dark. Emily starts to lose herself. She starts hiding her real feelings, afraid they'll scare Jack off. She pretends she's fine. She pretends his silence doesn't hurt. But inside, she's screaming. Jack starts to resent her. He feels like he's constantly under pressure, that nothing he does is enough, that she's trying to control him. He doesn't see her anxiety, only her demands. They fight, often, over small things, a delayed response, a canceled date, a misread tone. But it's never about those things. It's about the wound beneath. Emily says, well, why didn't you call me back? Jack hears we're a failure. Jack says, I just needed space. Emily hears, you don't matter. They're not fighting each other. They're fighting their pasts. And eventually something breaks. One day, Emily doesn't text first. She doesn't ask to talk. She doesn't ask to talk. She doesn't cry or beg or chase. She walks away. Jack doesn't notice right away. He thinks maybe she's cooling off. Maybe she's giving him space. But a few days pass. Then a week. No messages, no check-ins, just silence. And that silence, it's deafening. At first, Jack feels free, relief. But then something feels wrong. He opens their old texts. He scrolls. He finds the photos. He remembers the good mornings, the way she looked at him like he was the only person in the world, the way she made him feel seen. And for the first time in years, he feels something. Loss, regret, panic, because she's really gone. And suddenly all the walls he built feel like a prison. He didn't push her away because he didn't care. He pushed her away because he was scared. And now he realizes something horrible. The thing he feared the most, being overwhelmed, losing control. It happened anyway. But now he's overwhelmed by emptiness. And the only person who ever tried to understand him is gone. This is the moment when the avoidant breaks. Because he thought she'd always come back. She always had before, but this time it was different. This time Emily didn't leave to make a point. She left because she had to. She left to survive. And Jack, he's left to feel everything he spent his whole life avoiding. And here's what most people miss. Healing doesn't start with understanding the other person. It starts with understanding yourself. Jack has to ask himself hard questions. Why do I shut down when someone gets close? Why do I feel unsafe when someone loves me deeply? Why do I wait until they're gone to realize what I had? Emily has her questions too. Why do I chase people who don't meet me halfway? Why do I feel responsible for other people's emotions? Why do I think I have to earn love? These are not easy questions, but they're necessary because if they don't answer them, they'll repeat the cycle with someone else. Different face, same wounds. And here's the motivation. The thing I hope hits you right in the heart. You are not broken, but you are responsible. You are not doomed to repeat the past, but you are accountable for what you do with your pain. Attachment styles aren't life sentences, they're blueprints, but you can renovate. You can rewire. The anxious person can learn to self-soothe, to sit with discomfort, to believe they are enough, even when no one is validating them. The avoidant person can learn to open, to speak, to trust that not all closeness leads to loss. Because real intimacy, it's not about perfection. It's about presence. It's two people saying, I see your wounds and I'm not afraid of them. But you can't get there without awareness. If you're listening to this and you've been the one who walked away, know that your silence wasn't cruel, it was necessary. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop trying to fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. And if you're listening and you've been left behind, this is your chance to finally ask, what am I really afraid of? Why do I keep pushing love away? The answer won't come easy, but it will come. And when it does, you won't go back to who you were. You'll be someone new, someone braver, someone softer, someone ready. So stop blaming yourself or blaming them. That doesn't help anyone. What helps is reflection. What helps is accountability. What helps is action. Read the books. Go to therapy. Sit with your discomfort. Text the person you pushed away, not to win them back, but to say, I get it now. And if you're the one who chased for years, take your power back. Choose peace over potential. Let people meet you where you are, or let them go. Because love is not about begging. It's not about fixing. It's about meeting. So wherever you are in your journey, know this. You can change. You can heal. You can stop running. And maybe, next time love knocks at your door, you'll be ready to open it. Not because you need saving, but because you saved yourself. If this moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Someone out there is stuck in the same cycle. Someone out there thinks they're alone. Let them know they're not. Subscribe. Stay. Grow with us, because this isn't just a channel. It's a path, a journey, a place to become who you were always meant to be. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are becoming.